I've been testing the Cosori Iconic air fryer for the past few weeks. Not for frozen food or shortcuts, just to see if it can actually handle real ingredients properly. What stood out to me first is that it feels more thought through than most air fryers. The basket is ceramic coated and PFAS free. The build is mostly stainless steel and it uses a DC motor, so the airflow is more controlled and quieter. So for me, the question wasn't whether it can air fry, but whether it could fit into the way I already cook, with real ingredients and real meals. Fermented food is tangy, sour, and soft. It needs a crispy counterpart. That's actually what I've been testing this air fryer for. Not recipes, just how it handles that other side of the plate. When you get it right, you've got something hot, crispy, and rich on one side, and something cold, tangy, and alive on the other. That's when food starts to feel balanced. First one is simple: chicken thighs, salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic. Into the air fryer. And this is where it actually matters. It moves heat fast, so you get that crisp on the outside without drying out the inside. You pull it out and the skin actually cracks. It's hot and still juicy. Next to it, fermented pickles. Cold, sour, and crunchy. When you eat it together, it just works. Second one, Brussels sprouts. Just oil, salt, pepper, and into the air fryer. It's consistent, so everything cooks evenly instead of burning in spots. The edges caramelize, the center soften, and they get a little sweet. Then you add sauerkraut. That's where it changes. It cuts right through the heaviness and wakes everything up. Third one, salmon. Oil, salt, pepper, skin side down and into the air fryer. You can keep the temperature steady so it stays soft without overcooking, and the skin still crisps. Then, instead of adding something on top, I pair it with beet kvass. It's cold, slightly sour, and really clean. You take a bite, then a sip, and it resets everything. So that's how I've been using it. Not as a replacement for cooking, just as a tool. Something that gets you to the crispy, roasted texture quickly and consistently. And if you're cooking like this often, that actually matters. It's also easy to clean, which helps when you're using it every day. If you're already fermenting, this is how you complete the plate. And if you want to learn how to build the fermentation side of this, the pickles, the kraut, the kvass, that's all inside the Real Fermentation System.